Four of Wands is often the card of marriage or a union between two people that will be solidified in some kind of celebration. So when I get this card, it could mean something celebratory. Welcome. This is a special channel or membership dedicated to learning tarot. So every week I drop a video. Last week I had technical issues, so I couldn't drop one, so I'm doing it this week. So every week, every Monday, I drop a video, and it's $9.99 a month for the full membership. And I'm going to start doing lives and open up a Facebook group and so forth, and have a community. We can ask me any questions. So the more people we get, the more interactive I will become with the members. So let's get into it. Let's get started. I'm really excited. This week I'm doing one. So last week I did the major arcanas, the 22 major arcanas. This week I'm going to be doing the wands. So there's an element, there are 4 different elements of astrology, and the wands are related to fire. So fire signs like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It goes from Ace all the way to King. So just like a regular card deck. So let's get started. So first with the Ace of Wands. Ace energy represents the beginning. So it's often the beginning of action. Like, so when you see how you see there's this wand, she has a wand in her hand. Also, this is the modern witch tarot deck. I do like to use it because it's very similar to the traditional tarot deck, but it has a modern twist, which I really love. I love the modern twist. And I think Lisa Still did a fantastic job. So you can see it's the beginning of creation. You know, there's something that oftentimes if I get this card and I'm reading on somebody, it's the beginning of something. They're creating something, or they're thinking of starting a new project. And that's a huge indicator of something that they need to start doing. Two of Wands following that. You see how she has her phone in her hand? She's just pensive, she's looking away. This often indicates to me what you need to start doing in order to make the project happen. So Ace is the beginning, 2 is when you need to start thinking about what action you need to take. 3 of Wands, you can see her really looking out into the distance with water. I believe the traditional deck also has water looking out into the distance, but this gives you a similar idea. It's an extension of the second wand, 2 of Wands. However, this time things are really starting to culminate, and you can even see ships coming to the bay, meaning that things are starting to come together. 4 of Wands is often the card of marriage or a union between two people that will be solidified in some kind of celebration. So when I get this card, it could mean something celebratory. It's often related to a relationship that is romantic, or it could be a partnership, a friendship that's solidifying its solidarity. 5 of Wands is often about competition, and I was saying this in my video that got deleted. I do a lot of readings, or I used to. I do a few now, but I used to do a lot of readings on actors and actresses. It's a very competitive industry. So oftentimes when I get this, it's about how this person can use healthy competition to get what they want, or to become the best version of themselves. And often 5 of Wands, like I said, it's about competition, sometimes about sports, games, competing against somebody else, and seeing how somebody else's strength can make you stronger too in a competition setting. Not in an unhealthy way, and in a healthy way. So the 6 of Wands, as you see here, she's on a horse and she's moving forward. This is often about the middle of a journey. You know, when I get this card, often in a client or myself, I think about what got them there. Something usually got them to where they are. And sometimes it's in the middle of the journey, oftentimes the middle of something and they're having time seeing through, you know how the grass is really high, seeing through the weeds, seeing through something that can be challenging. So 7 of Wands, an extension of 6 of Wands, is about fighting through those weeds, fighting through the challenges, and finding the strength, the courage to overcome them. 8 of Wands, an extension of 7, is about overcoming and really taking that leap. You know, 7 of Wands is often related to, okay, I'm starting to overcome. 8 of Wands is speeding ahead. That's why all these wands, they have the energy to move forward. 9 of Wands is a little different because if you can see here, she's standing still. She's in the middle of all these wands. She's looking. It's often about details that we need to make. So I like to think of it, like I said, as a journey. And in the middle of the journey, after we've overcome a challenge, we learn something about ourselves. So what do we learn about ourselves? Take note of that and take note of what we could have done differently as we move forward, because after 9 of Wands comes the biggest challenge, which is 10 of Wands. It's often a burden, something heavy that we need to overcome, having learned already about ourselves or what we need to go through or what this person needs to go through that you're reading on, that they need to move forward with, because this is going to be the biggest test. Because after the 10 of Wands is Page of Wands, and this is often about something fresh, you know. So after you go through something really tough, it's often like that breather, that time you can be like, you know, yeah, I did that. Something fresh, something that might not be new, but feels new. And Page of Wands, if you see here, she's just like looking out. In fact, she's looking at the wand, examining it. And Page of Wands often is represented as a person. But if it's an energy, so oftentimes when I get this when I'm reading somebody, I think maybe there's a person that wants to take action towards them. Or there's somebody that wants to take action towards, vice versa. Or this could also be an energy of taking action, but with a new perspective. Knight of Wands is also represented as a person, but this is usually in a romantic setting. So when this card shows up, it can be male, female, doesn't matter. But it's often masculine energy, and this masculine energy is taking charge. It's going after what it wants. Even if they fail, they'd rather know that they tried. So sometimes in a romantic setting, somebody that's very charming, very much, I relate it to Sagittarius a lot, very much spontaneous, goes for what they want and is really sure of what they want at that moment. The Queen of Wands, she has the sunflower, my favorite flower. The Queen of Wands, and she has the black cap below her, has overcome a lot. And with this overcoming, a sense of maturity, knowing. So when I see this card in one of my clients, I often get the sense that either they've overcome something or somebody in their life will come to them with a knowledge that's going to present them with something that will help them move forward. Wands energy is about forward, action, momentum. And with King of Wands, the ultimate card, you see here he's on a throne. And this throne is very powerful because beside it seems very dangerous, but he still made it to the throne. And whenever I get this card with a client of mine, like I said before, not necessarily the King of Wands, I haven't said this about King of Wands, but when I get wand energy, it's about action. So what action has this person taken that has led them to being on the throne, to feeling powerful, or what can they take to feel powerful and to feel like the King of Wands? So that's what I have for you all. I'm excited to do next week. Please stay tuned. Like I said, every Monday we're dropping a video. Soon I'll be starting to do a group. You can ask me questions and so forth and so forth. It's going to be a really great community to get going, and I'm really looking forward to it. Please share with friends and family who are interested in learning tarot too. It's a great skill to have, and I love you all. Take care.